Rollerballer summons itself if your life is lower in typical Gold Pride fashion, and since this extra deck counterpart is a fusion, obviously Rollerballer would have a fusion summon effect. Jinzo, look at it. Pinballer don't target, and although you can use more than 2 materials to summon, equipping that many monsters to it, and summoning it with the bare minimum ain't that bad.
Is actually pretty good.
And if you just so happen to have lower life, your opponent can't do a mother thing about it.
My favorite shit!
Considering Captain Carrie searches a trap on summon, it only makes sense for her extra deck counterpart to search a spell. Could have just made an extra deck monster with that effect. Sending a Gold Pride monster when your life is lower than your opponent's is to give Leon a target, or perhaps that came out of nowhere. Why does she only send a monster though when pedal to the metal and its neck and neck have graveyard effects?
I don't get it.
For what reason? That came out of nowhere. Gives your opponent the option to bring back a monster. Star Leon a Nitro Blast. The pedal to the metal prevents the target from activating his effects. Obviously, I don't like that, but each extra deck monster has to return to the extra deck after their other effect is activated. Maybe you don't want to do that. So playing pedal on something that activated its effect basically means you get to pick that mother. Some may think boosting the target by 500 and protecting it from battle and card effects is a fair trade-off. And if you were asking me,
There's some truth to that.
it's pretty dumb that Gold Pride cares about having lower life than your opponent, yet the only other card aside from the crowd goes wild that forces life loss is better luck next turn. That doesn't make any sense. Besides that, it's a Tinky with card draw attaches. Neck and neck shouldn't have been a trap, at least when it comes to the first effect, but his graveyard effect makes it make sense if your opponent controls a monster with higher attack than your life.
Let me guess.
Konami didn't want it to be so easy to use this effect as if the extra deck monster's so good or something. Pinballer is, that's not the point. This stuff isn't trash. Don't think it's good either. Yeah, I know it doesn't have to. Thanks for watching. My Patreon, Cashapp, Venmo, PayPal is in the description. So is my Discord server link. Follow my Twitter. I shouldn't have to say this, but for your sake, it would be a good idea just to focus on the entertainment of my videos. And let's be honest, they're pretty entertaining rather than the opinions expressed. Because it's not like they're going to change just because somebody thinks they're bad takes. Who cares?